Here are 5 possible trades for Juan Soto this deadline. Let's get into it, starting off with the Chicago White Sox. This would be a tricky but worthy move for the Sox to make. The Sox are lacking a superstar as Luis Robert seems to be falling short. As a young team, they're also going to need an ace to build the future around, and he'd do that. Of the 5 teams on this list, they have the 4th lowest payroll. However, issues occur when you bring into the factors of them having the worst record and farm system of any team on this list. They'd have to throw in lots of MLB players such as Kopech, Vaughn, or Moncada, and still have to throw in a mix of Montgomery, Colas, and Vera. They may have to give up all 6, and if not, most of them. This is not a great fit, but enough to make it as a number 5 team. The New York Yankees. The Yanks have pulled off monster trades in the past, getting guys like Giancarlo Stanton. The Yanks have the farm system to do this trade, as they can build it around a guy like Volpe and throw in Dominguez and or Wells, and maybe a guy like JP Sears would attract interest to the Nats. The only issue is, why would the Yanks make such a monster trade when they're already the best? They have the 2nd highest payroll and 2nd best farm system of the teams listed in this video. I don't see why the Yanks would sacrifice their future when they are already the best, but I certainly wouldn't put it past them. The St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals, with the lowest payroll and the 3rd best farm system on the list, seem like this should be number 1. They also acquired Arenado and Goldschmidt through trades, so they're not new to blockbuster trades. As a Cards fan, I'd love to see this happen, but there are halting factors. The team desperately needs starting pitching, and if you take on Corbin and Soto's salaries, they may have nothing left to spend on it. The Cards could send Walker, Liberatore, and lots of other solid prospects and get it done, but they're going to be very hesitant in trading Walker, and if Walker isn't dealt, they'll almost certainly have to take on Corbin's salary. The Cards do need outfield help, but to pick up an ace like Montas and wait to sign a guy like Haniger or Benintendi this offseason might be their best move. This is far from impossible, but the Cards are going to be hesitant. The San Diego Padres. The Padres really need another outfielder, and while Soto is an extreme route to do this, if Tatis comes back joined by Juan Soto, their offense would be unstoppable with Manny Machado and Jake Cronenworth and many other solid bats joining them. The easiest way to do this will be trading Snell and Clevenger for prospects they could throw into this, and then they can add on a guy like Hassel or Abrams, and you have quite the package started. The team needs an outfielder, and to build a franchise around Tatis and Soto would be quite the show. I think they're a legitimate shot. The only issue is, given their league average revenue and already high payroll, the question on can they afford Soto and possibly Corbin becomes a concern for the team. The number 1 choice would be the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers' outfield is not the best past Mookie Betts, given a struggling Taylor and a struggling Bellinger are leading to a mediocre outfield on an incredible team. The team may have the highest payroll, but also the highest revenue to help make up for it. The team can't necessarily afford both Corbin and Soto, but they most certainly have the prospects for just Soto. They could build a trade around Pepiot, Vargas, Miller, Bush, or Pages, and get there with 3 or 4 of them. If they're okay with trading Cartaya, he's got massive trade value as well, and they could ship him with maybe Vargas, and that would get the trade as well, while maybe not even having to acquire Corbin. Thank you for watching, and comment down below a trade candidate this deadline you want me to see break down. This is Baseball Breakdown, and I'll see you in the next one.